This is the axe, one of Minecraft's strongest weapons. And in this video, I'll be using it to battle 100 Minecraft players. The goal? Get a higher win rate of 67%. And if I fail, I have to give away Discord Nitro to my Discord members. And I'm a broke college student, so I can't do that. Will I be able to beat this challenge or will I go broke? Well, we'll see, starting with match number 1. Here we go, match number 1. Are we excited, guys? And our first opponent is Diamond Dimples. And I'm either the worst player to ever touch Minecraft or this guy's the slipperiest. Like, look at him move. I cannot hit him for my life. He just keeps going, but eventually he goes down. Round 1 to Alette Nut. And I didn't want to lose here, so I really had to lock in. I had to really put my effort to this cause, so I can't lose here. And then, oh, he left. That brings our score to 1-0. So we're off to round number 2. You know, if all of our battles are going to be that easy, this challenge might be a breeze. IKEA 120, player number 2. I was getting in some pretty good crits in, just ignore me panicking here, but yeah. And after a bajillion sword swings, I was able to take the first round. The second round was a lot cleaner, and I was able to get our second dub. Let's go. Round number 3. Oh, okay, this guy's a low tier 5. This means he got tested by someone and was able to place a rank in the game, making him a really experienced player. But that's something that won't stop me. I think as long as I keep a level head and not panic, I think I'll be able to beat him. He was able to get 2 free hits, and then this is where I started getting a little bit scary. He ultimately got more shots than me, and then with this last crit, he was able to take me out, making the score 0-1 for now. I was able to get the first juicy crit off of him, and then for some reason he dropped his axe on accident. And instead of keeping it, I decided to give it back to him because you know what? I'm a man of honor. I'm not that kind of guy who cheeses out on someone. And after trading some hits, I was able to get a nice little block off and get the last hit on him. And in this round, we canceled each other's shields, leading to a little sword fight. I almost got sword combo, but I was able to take out my sword last moment, and then boom, 3-0. In match number 4, we're against this guy named Cyuto? So something like that. No, yeah, this guy was a really good player. He was able to get a lot of good crits off of me and got the first round in. And I wasn't going to let that happen again, so you know I had to lock in. I was able to secure a lot of good axe hits, and eventually I took the second round. He was for some reason trying to use the sword a lot this round, which I couldn't figure out why because the axe did a lot more damage. But later down the line, I'll tell you guys why. But with my axe crits, I was able to get the third round, making the score 4-0. And you know what? I was feeling really good about myself. I won 4 games in a row, and if the challenge was going to be like this, I might have to up the stakes a little bit. But you know what? There's still some things I needed to iron out, like missing my shots and getting in really bad positions. Even though we had these mistakes, we were still able to secure 2 wins. But down the line, I knew I was going to go against better players, so I had to figure out how to get rid of these bad habits. Like this guy right here. This guy's impossible to hit, and I couldn't figure out why, and I lost because of it. Until I realized this guy had 400 ping. What the fuck? But stuff like this is something I have to face during this challenge. I'm going to have to adjust. If I want to win this challenge, I'm going to have to be... And just like that, with my mental readjustment, I was able to get our 7th win. And this spicy apple guy was not too shabby. He got a lot of good hits on me. I got a lot of good hits on him. But by the 3rd round, I was able to take him out, and it wasn't even close, baby. And for match 9 and 10, I won against this guy called the best crystal PvPer. What? And I'm not going to lie, I was shivering my boots. Crystal PvP is one of the hardest PvPs in Minecraft, and if this guy was good at it, then maybe he'd be good at this. But until my arms are torn off and I can't play with my toes, I'm never going to give up. So I beat this guy twice. So we're on a 10 win streak, huh? I think that deserves a little bit of celebration. So how about you guys subscribe maybe? I'm sorry. Cyoto. I can't pronounce your name still. But we meet again, huh? I beat you once. I can beat you again. I don't know how, but this guy's sword was a lot stronger from last time I fought him, and I lost the first round. But it's okay. I always bounce back, and that I did. I got so many juicy crits in, and I was able to take this round easy peasy. You know what? I was going to beat this guy again. Not too shabby, huh? I was totally wrong. He was way better than me, and I just got outclassed and got more hits in. And just like that, he delivered our first L. This is so sad. We lost our 10-win game streak. But you know what? We'll come back. We'll come back. This is a minor setback. And for match 12, I was against Dr. Nefario. Not sure why this guy's on MC PvP Club right now instead of like attending to his minions, but you know what? It's fine. But this Dr. Nefario guy was low-key whooping me. His use of the crossbow was so good. You see, every time you use your axe, there's like a small window of time to take out your crossbow to shoot someone. And if I wanted to succeed in this challenge, I was gonna have to learn this skill. And after a really close battle and a lot of bow shots, this guy was able to deliver our 2nd loss. This is not good. A loss streak is not good right now. A losing streak, especially this early in the game, is not good. We want to keep our momentum up and hopefully save those losses for like better players. But this guy called Sword Client was just too good, and this guy was wrecking me. No, but this guy's combos was actually insane, and that was our 3rd loss. But now we're against this derpy golden ninja guy. There's no way I lose to this guy, am I right? But now we're against Status with a Q. This guy's going to be dangerous. You can just tell. His name is Aura. And I was right. This guy's ability to cancel my shield with his axe and then pull out his sword right away was so good. He's obviously a very talented player, and just like that, we got our 5th loss in a row, which was not good. You see, what Status did here was every time I shielded, he used his axe and switched his sword right away, because the cooldown on the sword is a lot lower than the axe. This allowed him to get more damage in and at the same time start a combo. But yeah, this strat was very dangerous, and I had to look out for this in the future if I wanted to win more games. I did not want to lose anymore, so for this next battle, I had to lock in. Ooh, that win felt good. Now we're 11-5. Hopefully we can keep this momentum up, right guys? This guy was not using his axe to cancel my shield, so I was able to crit him a lot of times, and he was only using his sword. And after he did this weird little spin, he left the match and we got our 12th win. For match number 18, I played out of my mind. Like, look at the movement and my spacing. I did so good, and just like that, we picked up our 13th win. For match number 19, we went back up against Status with a Q. I thought I had a better chance this time, but no, I got absolutely destroyed. If I want to win more games, I gotta figure out how to counter this sword strat. But just like that, we got our 6th loss. For match number 20, I think I played pretty well. I got a lot of good crits in, had pretty good movement, and because of that, we got our 14th win. Let's go. You know, match 21, I did pretty good. Like, look at my spacing here. I was able to like hit him and then walk away, and then hit him and then walk away and get us our 15th win. Very nice. We don't talk about match 22. I literally played like a bot here. I don't know what happened. Like, I literally missed every axe shot, which gave them the first round, which was no bueno. But you know what? I'm not the type of guy to give up, and I didn't give up, and we were able to win this match. Let's go. But you know what? I wish I could say the same about match number 23. This guy at the beginning did really well, and I kind of panicked. This led to some really bad decisions, like taking this bow shot, and eventually we lost this one, making us have 7 losses. You know, if we keep losing like this, we're never gonna like pass this challenge. This is really bad. I really want the 67% win rate, or I'm gonna go broke. But next up, we're against this high tier 5 guy. You know, he didn't do too bad, but you know, he's against an angry Outlet right now. I just lost and I want to win. And I was able to get a clean 2-0 sweep. In this next battle, I was against this El Du guy. He had a really nice sword combo on me, and I really gotta learn how to counter that because that's like my kryptonite right now. So he was able to win one, but then I was able to bounce back and win one. But then I was able to play super well and get our 18th win. Hooray! This next match also went super smoothly. I was feeling a little bit slippery and I got a lot of good hits in. I was able to secure the first round, and after that, it's just barbecue chicken from there. I was able to get a super good block in and crit him, and that's our 19th win! Yoo! Yeah, but that excitement was short-lived. I was against this guy called Mr. Elo 1. Yeah, I'm not sure what people are eating these days, but this guy was cracked out of his mind. Like, look at him standing there. Holy aura, dude. And then he whips out this crazy sword combo. What the? And I'm guessing you guys know how this round goes. And the next round didn't go so different. I got absolutely obliterated. Loss number 8. But I never mope on a loss. I always go to the next one quickly. The Godly Nerd YT, prepare to meet your doom. You know what? It's all good. I have him next round. It's fine. What? What? What the? You know what? I'm not going to take that personally. I'm so fine with that. We're on to the next. I'm not going to lie, Talify, you're a scary character. Like, look how aggressive Talify is. Like, I could not breathe at all, and we lost the first round so quick. But you know what? All that means is that I got to match their intensity. So that's what I did. Alright, me versus Talify, one more, the rivalry of the century. It was a super intense battle. We were trading shots and bigging each other's shields. It was so close. That's until I missed my axe crit and then I died. 1 HP, are you serious, man? But you know what? I'm not the type of person to be down after that fight. I'm gonna queue another one. So now we're in our next match against Bunny Booga. This match went really well for me. I was able to crit and like jump around like some sort of bunny. And then I was able to end the match with a nice little bow shot. Win 21. This next match, I was able to read my opponent super well. I was able to predict his axes, so I was able to get my shield up faster. This allowed me to get free hits, and I was able to win the match overall. Next up was this guy with this clown pierced skin. And people who rock the YouTuber skins are either the best players ever or they're Win number 22, on to the next. And for this next match, we're against Ligor 934. This guy was for sure super good at the game. We were going back and forth like it was like Gojo versus Sakuna, I'm not even gonna lie. But unfortunately, he was able to take the first round with this really nice bow shot. But for the second round, I was able to get a really good trade in, and eventually I broke his shield and took him down. And this is the final round, Ligor 934 versus Alette Nut. But he unfortunately got a lot of good crits in. And when I was going to go in and break his shield, he attacked me first, and then we lost this match. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to win anyway. Alright, Overlord Gaming, prepare to meet your doom. At this point, I was getting really good at hitting and running away. But it still wasn't enough. He was able to get a lot more crits in than me. And my default axe shots were not enough, which led us to our loss. You see, when you hit someone in Minecraft, it does a set amount of damage. But if you're jumping up and falling down, it does a lot more. And this is called a crit. And if I wanted to win more PvP duels, this is something I was going to have to learn and get really good at. And for this next match, we're against Jaiba. He's a YouTuber friend who decided to stream snipe me to make sure I lose my challenge. This first round, I played really badly. I missed a lot of shots and he got a lot more crits in than me, letting me lose this first round. This second round went a little bit better. I was able to get a lot of crits in, but I still missed some shots. But I was able to throw up my shield and get the second round in. This was the last and final round. You know, it was going pretty well. We were trading a lot of shots in. Until I tried to switch to my axe, but I fat fingered my Q button somehow. So I lost my axe and I couldn't disable the shield, and we lost this match, unfortunately. This next match went a lot better for us. I was able to get in a really good amount of axe combos in this guy and got us a free win for this one. Let's go! And now we're against Fixie MC. You know what? Every time I see an MC in someone's name, I always get scared because I assume they're always good. And this battle was no exception. The first round was a little bit messy. I spam clicked a couple of times, but I got a lot of good crits in. Eventually, I was able to disable his shield and take out my sword really quickly to take the first round. And then for this last round, I was able to position myself really nicely for some good free crits. But then he put down his shield and I got a free crit in, and that was our next match won. And next, I'm up against this Endorelli guy. And this guy was literally cracked out of his mind. He literally hit me from like a million blocks away. He literally hit me through my shield and like kept critting me. This guy was actually insane. Maybe there's some secret tech I don't know about. But unfortunately, that was another loss. And that guy was only a low tier 4. You see, there's rankings in the MC PvP club. So how it works is that it starts at low tier 5 and then high tier 5 and then it goes to low tier 4, high tier 4, etc. all the way going up to 1. But I'm not sure how much of this holds up now due to the recent controversies. But hey, watch this amazing combo. And that was our 25th win. And our next match was against Eric's 416. And I think the 416 in his name meant his birthday, so I said happy late birthday. How do you know that? What the heck? I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe I got that right. It is smiley face. You know what, man? You're welcome, bro. This is what MC PvP Club is about. It's about positivity and spreading love. And this guy even gave me a free round. What a nice guy. And it was a good thing he did. I had a really messy round spamming my buttons, but you know, I pulled through and I got the free win. Thank you, RX. I will remember this, man. Well, look who it is, Mr. Jaiba. You know, the thing about me is that I don't lose twice. That's a lot. This battle went pretty well. I was able to get a lot of hits at the end here. I was able to attack twice, and then that was our first round. This next battle was a lot of scuff. There was a lot of misses and stuff, but I was able to get a nice crit in at the end here, and that was our match won against Jaiba. And literally the next match, we went against another YouTuber friend of mine. This match was pretty close. We were trading hits back and forth until Purdue took the first round. And then during the second round, I trolled. You know, it was going normal. We were trading hits and all that. Until I got into the situation where he was 1 HP and I was 1 HP. But then I hesitated, and this cost me to lose. I can't believe it. For those of you guys that don't know, me and Dr. Purdue are currently in a race to 10,000 subscribers. We both put $100 on the line, and if I win, I'm going to be giving it back to you guys. I'm going to be giving my Discord members free Discord Nitro if I win. So you guys should definitely subscribe and join the Discord. Here we go, match number 41. This guy kept attacking me with a sword for some reason, and all I did to counter him was put up my shield, and that was our next win. Founded Crane 263, prepare to meet your doom. This battle was super close. He got a lot of good hits on me, and then he hit this really nice bow shot. Not too shabby. But then I was able to bounce back. I was able to get a lot of good crits in and then eventually make the score 1-1. And in this final round, he was running away a lot, but I was able to catch up and take the dub. You see, the reason he was running away a lot was to refresh his shield cooldown. Every time that axe hits a shield, there's like a small cooldown, and a lot of players run away to refresh this cooldown, letting you engage in another battle. Match numero 44, Gubs MC. This guy wasn't too shabby of a player. He definitely was super aggressive, but he left a lot of openings. So I was able to get a lot of free crits in and take this match. In this next match, I used a lot of the things I learned from the previous matches to help me win this one. Like, I was making sure to play aggressive when I needed to and run away when I had my shield down. I was making space between this guy, and that eventually led me to winning this match. Let's go, I'm learning! And this next matchup really teaches you that patience is key, guys. This next match, I took my time. I played my space, I used my bow. I was able to like slowly wither this person down, and then we were eventually able to take him out and then win this match. And for this next matchup, I felt like it was super even. Like, we were trading blows, we were both like playing our spaces. It was like fighting a mirror. But after 2 very close rounds, he was able to sweep me 2-0. And next was Biggie Chungus 102. I could tell this guy was a new player and he was like starting PvP for the first time, but there is no mercy. Easy dub for us. And for match 49, I could tell this guy was also pretty new. He was standing still, using his sword, and like barely raising his shield up, and this was another free win for us. But unfortunately for those two, I have $10 on the line, and I don't have $10 to give away, so we gotta lock in. Finally, the halfway point, match 50. This is me drinking water, by the way. This trickster guy was not too shabby at all. He was pretty good. He did land a lot of good crits on me, and this, it was pretty close, but unfortunately for him, it was 2-0, and we won this match. But hey, we're at the halfway point. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe. And if you want me to do more challenges like this, please let me know in the comments. Do you want me to do sword, mace? I don't know. I don't know what's next here. And make sure to join the Discord in the description down below. We do like events, giveaways, and a lot of cool stuff in there. So you guys should definitely check that out. Match number 51. Hey, this guy low-key has the same skin as me. I'm not going to lie. And is it just me or this guy moves like a robot? I don't know. Like, look how he's moving. It's like so staticky robotically, and the matches were way too close for how he was moving, but you know what, it's fine. We pulled through and we were able to win this match. And I think this next guy was the best person I played so far. His movement was super clean, his mechanics were super good, and his spacing was like perfect. He was able to switch to his axe to his sword really quickly. He was able to run away when he needed to for his shield, and he was able to get a lot of bow shots off. And I lost this match 0-2. Kind of crazy. W this guy. And this next guy also played super well. Like, look at his spacing. It's like perfect. He's hitting me at the max possible amount of blocks. That's actually kind of insane. But then I played a little bit too aggressive here, and then he was able to take me out, making us lose another round. And next up is Quick Eyes. This first round, he played really well. He got a lot of good crits into me, and then I eventually went down. But for these next 2 rounds, he decided to use his sword. But then he was playing too aggressive using his swords, and that eventually led him to losing this match. And now we're at match number 55. And at this point in the challenge, I could feel myself getting a lot better. I feel like my positioning and like spacing and like crits were getting super good. And I was getting a little bit more confident in my skin, and then I won this match. Here's me, AFK, drinking water. Hello? What? You awake? No, yeah, but this guy, his sword combos were kind of insane. Yeah, but this matchup, I was really outclassed, and I did get a couple of hits in, but it wasn't enough to take him down, and I eventually lost this one. You see, I think Frozu won because of his sword combo. If you sprint and then click S, it cancels your momentum. So if you sprint at someone while swinging your sword and then click S, it makes it impossible to hit you because you're just simply too far because you knocked them back. And if I wanted to complete this challenge, I probably should learn how to do that at some point. But for this next round we're against, it's indeed Mint. I could tell this Mint person didn't really know how to use the axe. They were swinging their sword trying to break my shield, but it really wasn't working out for them, and I was able to get a lot of free crits in. And because of that mistake, we were able to pick up another dub. But then something really bad happened. I'm guessing I wasn't really locked in for this one, because for some reason I just did not use my shield at all, and you kind of need your shield in axe PvP or you're gonna get cooked. So I did lose this match against Night Sky 5334. And I don't know what's going on with me with these next couple of matches, but I was just not in the headspace. I was just playing way too aggressive. I didn't have super good spacing in this matchup, and I didn't really play time for my shield cooldown, and that overall just messed up everything. You need to be patient with axe PvP because of the shield cooldowns and making sure that you don't get hit too often, and that's what led me to lose this match. You know what? No more losing. It's time for me to lock in. I'm gonna show these bums who I really am, and you know what? It's all G. Keep my head up. On to the next. Whew, time for the great lock-in. That's what I'm talking about. We just keep this momentum and I'll never ever lose another. Oh. Yeah, these losses are coming on way too fast. If we get more than 33 losses, we lose this entire challenge. And if I lose, I'm gonna go broke. But these guys, man, they're just way too talented. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to crit. I'm trying to give myself space, but I can't. These guys are just too good. I'm really trying to get my head above the water, but I just can't. I really want to try and get a good mental, but it's just impossible. Like, I went up against this anchovies person for like the 4th time today, and this is just terrible. How the heck are you so good, anchovies? And you know what? Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. I thought I was getting better, but it seems that I'm getting worse. I'm just losing games. It's just no matter how much I try, these players are just better than me. Getting outclassed, out-hit, out-critted is just all too much. And we just stack unlimited losses. Maybe I'm just meant to lose this challenge, and I'm not the person that I thought I was. You know what? No, that's not who I am. With every battle comes a win, and with every win comes a loss. You know what? You're gonna have your highest highs, but that also means that you're gonna have your lowest lows. It's something that we can't run away from. You have to face this. All this is just one more mountain to climb, and I'm gonna climb it, because that's my ninja way. I'm never gonna let a loss get me down like that ever again. I'm so sorry that you guys had to see that. I am gonna complete this challenge. I am gonna do it, and you're gonna see me win it. So if we lose 7 more times, it's over, and I know that, so I'm locking in. I just have to remember to play it slow and be smart with how I handle things. And then eventually my patience will pay off, and then I'll be able to win more games. So now I'm really locked in. Like, I literally hit flow state. Like, look at me dodge this bow shot. And after a couple of tough rounds, I was able to disable a shield and get a nice hit and allowing me to win this match. Now we're against Flazin coded 987. And this guy was a super good player. He was really good at playing really aggressive and like disabling my shield and taking out his sword. And because of this, I kept running away. And this led to me eventually losing this match. You know what? I have to stop playing like a coward. I have to be confident in my ability to play the game. I have to start playing super aggressive and start chasing people down, and eventually I'll be rewarded for it, like this win right here. And I'm not gonna lie, this playstyle worked out really, really well. I was able to go on a very fat winning streak, winning game after game due to my aggressiveness. Like, my aggressiveness was so good that I was able to even beat Dream. Like, look, this is definitely the real Dream, guys. I definitely beat Dream here. But even though I played super aggressively, I still have to remember the things I learned. I have to remember that playing fast isn't everything. Playing slow is super okay, and that can also lead me to a lot of wins. And playing fast can lead to a lot of blunders. Like in this clip, I didn't use my shield a lot, and that could have been really bad. If this player was a better player, he definitely could have capitalized off me not using a shield and definitely win this match, but I got really lucky here. Even though I messed up, I still was able to win this match. But this aggressive playstyle wasn't going to last me forever. Even though it's a really good strategy, there's a lot of drawbacks, like leaving a lot of opening. And against better players like this guy, I'll get punished for it and lose. But during this match, I found something revolutionary. I was able to get this nice crouch shield attack in. Even though we lost this match, this is still something I could use going in the future because this was really good. You see, wherever you're looking at is the line to where you're hitting. So if you crouch, that line becomes lower. And at this angle, you hit them first, especially if they're in the air. This is similar to when Technoblade used this against Dream, like the hypotenuse thing. So thank you, GOAT. I know I just said that it's revolutionary, but I didn't really use this match. But to be fair, my movement in this match was super clean. Like, look at the jumps and crits. I'm like Mario, dude. And this eventually led us to another win. But this next guy was really good. Every time I attacked with the axe, he always had like a counter attack with the sword, which was really cool and unique to see. Like the 81 matches so far, no one has done it, and this is the only guy I've seen do it. So even though I lost, that was really cool to see. I don't know, that was like cinema. My movement for this next match was super clean though. Like I was getting a lot of good crits in, and then I won this first round with it. One of them which just says, how? What do you mean? What is wrong? Which is sad face. It's okay, which is with great power comes great responsibility. Match number 84, I played out of my mind. You know what? I'll let the gameplay talk for itself. Not too shabby, am I right? But you know what? All good things come to an end. I got my butt whooped by this guy. Like, look at the moves. Like, look at his sword movement. It's insane. And yeah, we did lose this one, unfortunately. And then something inside me snapped. I just, had to log in. I can't lose because look, we're only 4 losses away from losing this entire challenge. So you know what I did? I went on a fat winning streak. I was able to win a couple more games until I went against this guy who had no shoes. Like, where the heck are your shoes, man? I think you kind of need it. And then this guy took off his pants. So, I had to take off my pants. And this was a really bad mistake. This guy's a really good player, right? And I got demolished. And then he BM'd me saying, put back on your pants. Are you serious? Yeah, I lost this one, by the way. This guy was insane. So this is when I was looking at my notes and I realized that if I lose 2 more games, the challenge is over. So I really had to lock in here or else I'll be on the streets very soon. And for this next match, we're against Egg-chan. You guys thought I was able to get a lot of good crits on in this guy, and I was able to take this match super easily. And that brings our score to 61-32. In order for us to complete this challenge, we're gonna have to win 6 games and only 1 loss to spare. So your boy had to lock in. Oh my goodness, 66 wins. That means if we get 1 more win, we complete this challenge. But there's still 2 games left and I can't slack off here. We ended up trading a lot of bow shots. But eventually this person was able to get a really nice crossbow shot in between and I lost the first round. And then for round number 2, I was not able to use my shield at all. I didn't use it super well and they got a lot of free hits in and I eventually lost this round, making us lose this match. Oh no. The score is 66-33. You cannot script this. So depending if I win or lose this match, I will be on the streets. For this first round, I got a nice series of crits in, allowing me to completely dominate round 1. Round 2, I completely threw. I was missing a lot of crits in my shots in general, and that was just not good. I had the damage advantage and everything, but I just threw this round and I eventually lost round 2. And this is the final round of the challenge. If I win this, I win the challenge. And if I lose, you guys won't see me for a week. And after 100 battles with 100 Minecraft players, I fell just short of 67 wins. It was a very close last battle, but I was just not good enough. But being not good enough doesn't mean you're a total loser. For every time you lose, it's just another chance for you to win. And you know what? The thing about me, I don't lose twice. So if I ever did a challenge like this again, I promise you guys I won't lose. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys liked it. I had a lot of fun making it. It did take a while, so I'm not sure when the next one will come out. And I do have to give away Discord Nitro, so make sure to join the Discord if you're interested in that. I'll announce the winner 2 weeks after posting this video. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and YouTuber stuff.